you doing, Manginas? Tanky Toddler here, bringing you guys Kill Confirmed on Overflow. And I want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody that is following me and watching this video. So thank you guys. You guys have kept me going on YouTube so far, so I appreciate it. So I want to get into actually Christmas talk and my feelings about Christmas. And I'm going to be in a minority here, especially since a lot of my audience is a little bit younger. And even if you're not younger, I bet you a lot of people won't agree with me. But I really don't like Christmas. And there's reasons for that, and I'll get into that in a second. But I'm kind of the Grinch or the Scrooge rather. And it's not that I just like go around and mope around and really just fucking hate Christmas. It's just that I think it's way overrated. I really think Christmas is an overrated holiday. I just don't enjoy it as much as I think a lot of people do. So I'll talk about a little bit of my background and probably why that is. And my parents, they have been divorced since I was pretty much born. And so I've known my stepdad since I was 2, and I've known my stepmom for however long, probably since I was 4 or 5, something like that. I don't actually remember the day, or the age rather. And so, I mean, these families that I've grown up in are mixed families, obviously. I have broken families, as in there's my dad, my stepmom, then my mom and stepdad. I live with my mom and stepdad. And so, I've grown up with this situation. I like all my parents, and that's fine. But the problem is that I really don't like about it is all the Christmas parties, and it's the worst part about divorce in my opinion. As a kid, obviously it was pretty rockin' awesome because all you do is go to different parties and you get to play with different friends that are little kids and get other gifts, you know what I mean? So you get a bunch of gifts. And as a kid, I mean, that's never a bad thing, you know what I mean? So when I was a kid, it wasn't too bad, especially since I'd have to drive. But my family, my parents pretty much, had to drive me around and drop me off at all these parties. And when it comes to do divorce, and so I had to go to my mom and stepdad immediate family, our little immediate family party. Then I have to go to my stepdad's side of the family. Then I have to go to my mom's side of the family. And then I have to go to the immediate family, my dad and stepmom's family. And then I have to go to my stepmom's family. And then I have to go to my dad's family. So right there, that's 6 Christmases. All in 2 days. Alright, so obviously I couldn't make all of them, but usually every Christmas I at least make 4 to 6. And there are Christmases where I made all 6 before. And I tell you what, it's stressful as fuck, especially as I grow older. I have to drive on my own, and I go to these parties just by myself, lonesome by myself, you know what I mean? And so as I start growing up and realizing I'm not a social person, I'm more of a shy person myself. And the hardest part is that these people, these family members that I see, a lot of them, obviously the immediate family and the family members I'm closer to, I see more than once a year. But a lot of these people, I only see in Christmas, maybe Easter / Thanksgiving. And not even always then, because usually Thanksgiving and Christmas, Easter, I used to go to at least 2 or 3, but now I've kind of settled down where I just go to 1, maybe 2. So it's a little bit less stressful. But the same thing, the Christmas, I had to try to socialize with the people that I don't even know that well. There's people at these parties, and like I said, I've been with my stepfamilies for a while now, and I don't even know some of their names. It's really hard for me to remember their names because I know my stepdad, his family is over 30 people, I think. And with them bringing in new kids like every day, it feels like, it's just really hard for me to memorize everybody's name, especially when I only see them once a year, and I'm just not quite as close as them. And like the same thing goes with even my dad's side of the family. I just had that Christmas party last night, and I'm sitting there, and there's just a lot of stuff. I just don't really know what to talk about to some of these people. Half of them don't even know I'm old enough to drink now, and I'm 22 years old. I've been old enough to drink for 2 years now. And that's not a big deal at all, but it just goes to show you how much I really don't know these people, and nor do they know me. I mean, there's always a small talk, and I'm not a big small talker, especially when it comes to these family events. They come to me, and they're usually like, oh, how's college going, where you at, where do you study, and stuff like that, the easy questions, and then I can talk about my new job I just got, but after that, I don't really have much to talk about. I used to have sports, I used to have hockey to talk about in high school, and where I was going to go for college, and girlfriends, when I dated girlfriends. It was a lot easier to bring a girlfriend to the parties when I used to have one. And so I just really hate the small talk, and like I said, it's just really hard for me since I really don't know these people that well, and I should, they're family members, but I just don't get to see them that much. And especially for my dad's side of the family, I am the youngest by at least 4 years, and then like the next oldest person, I'm youngest by like 6 or 7. So obviously I'm a little bit the oddball out. As these people were growing up, they hung around with each other more than me, as I was the child. So that was a little bit more difficult too, especially since I wouldn't say it's hard for me to fit in, but who do I have to associate with at my dad's side of the family? And then, even at my stepdad's side of the family, I have a stepbrother who's only 27 days older than me, and stepsister, And when we would go to the family events, they would like to hang out with their cousins. And so I'm there, and I really don't know their cousins that well. I really don't know even my stepbrother and stepsister a whole lot. I do a little bit, enough. But I mean, it's just awkward stuff for me. I just really hated Christmases, and I just don't like the small talk. And the thing is, too, what kind of got me into this, it was just kind of recent, where I've really just detested, that's a French word, really hated Christmas. And it was just recently when my grandpa passed away, and I wasn't as close to my grandpa as some other people were, but I felt like I was close enough. I saw him every holiday, and when I was younger, I used to go to the lake house with them. They would take me fishing and everything like that. So he passed away, and my grandma had extra money, and she was handing it out to all of her grandchildren, which was me, my brother, my sister, and my 2 cousins. So everybody got $5,000. And I talked about this in the past commentary too, so sorry for repeating myself. This is an old commentary I talked about it in. But I was the only person that did not get $5,000. I got half that. So it's not even about the money, but if anything, it kind of singled me out and made me feel a little bit less a part of the family, to be honest with you. It really actually hurt my feelings, to be honest with you. I don't want to get like all like emotional, but it kind of hurt my feelings because obviously I feel like my grandma just must not like me as much. Just because we're not as close doesn't mean we're not just that much a family. So that was kind of an unfortunate situation. And she never even apologized for anything. She just doesn't get it, and that's fine. It's kind of hard by now when I'm 22 years old. I don't know how she is, 80-something. It's kind of hard to really make amends when we're both this old and into our lives. So what can you do? And the other part about it's not even about family and all the parties. The other part I really don't like about Christmas is that it's originally supposed to be and is a religious holiday. I'm not even religious at all, but I just really hate how consumerism it is. Like it's a consumer holiday where the whole thing is like, oh, who's gonna have these sales? Who's gonna buy this? Like Black Friday is a fucking joke. You're gonna punch somebody for a tickle me elbow? Are you kidding me? Like, honestly, like, and then I see people like thing on Twitter like, oh my god, they got me a white iPad. I want a fucking black iPad. Hashtag I hate my parents. It's like, honestly, are you that spoiled? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, honestly, there's a lot of people. There was a year where me and my family, we didn't even celebrate Christmas because my family didn't have enough money to spend money on us, like our immediate family. We had to spend so much money on everybody else's family and all the other family members and Christmases we're in. So I didn't even get to have Christmas one year. And there's a ton of other families that don't even get to have Christmas, and some people don't even get to have toys and stuff like that, or clothes. So I just really hate how much it is a me holiday. You know what I mean? Everybody's just so selfish with it. I really wish it lacked. I think the consumerism part is kind of stupid, but a lot of you guys probably like it. I liked it. I used to like it. So stay hairy, manginas.